Hi and welcome to my second portion of this Mark II Jaguar I'm building, which is going to be quite highly modified in both performance hopefully and in style. My last portion, or my first one I put on, I talked about doing the doors, extending those and reskinning them, and so this little portion I'm putting on now is just to show the work I've done. I extended the doors by 6 1/4 inches from the original size, with making it a 2+2 coupe. Made new skins and fabricated the door shell from 2 other doors. As you can see, this seam line down here. The base I cut flat. The reason being, not because the bottom was rotten, that was rotten, but that's not the reason why I decided to go this way. I wish to make a new sill top, so I made this new piece just to put some depth in the sill, to reinforce it somewhat, just to try and make it a bit more rigid, the body, and also with the door being a bit shorter in its depth and the length, it just added a nice new dimension, which I liked from the E-Type Jaguar, which is just sat over in the corner over there. Nice narrow doors but long, and I thought I'd try and touch that a little bit with this build, so you can see the new skin I've put on and the weld across there, which I welded and then planished. It was a bit more difficult with MIGging it, but my TIG plant isn't, well, it's working, but I've just no gas for it. So it's all MIGged, which just makes it a bit more awkward, because the steel from the MIG there's a lot more on it, and it's just hard to work with. You see this side I've done as well. I had a little bit of an accident with my hand there, which took a bit of work to pull this back straight, but it's okay now. But I've done the same thing here, obviously, and I think they've turned out quite good, really. As you can see, somewhat, but yeah. The next thing to do, I'm not sure really. I'm waiting to get a back axle off an XGS V12 with the speedo sensor, which goes in the back of the defousing. So until I get one of those axles, I can't really do anything with the back end, because I have to, like I said before, I have to centre off the axle assembly itself, and then I can put all the back end back in and the boot floor, make all that. I have some front suspension coming off a XJS, Jaguar XJS V12, wishbones, hubs, discs and calipers. The big 4-pot calipers, the same as I used on this Mark II here, which I was building, well I still am building. I'll just show you quickly. See the big caliper in there, and a relatively big disc, especially for a Mark II Jaguar. It'll certainly stop on a dime, will this car, compared to its original setup of which it had. She's coming on. Still a lot of work to do, but it's fun, learning lots of things. Gets frustrating sometimes when you see other people panelling and it looks simple, but when you actually come to do it, getting those curves and the compound shapes right can be quite stressing at times. So there we go. Enjoy.